And we got the base of Ribbon Falls here, North America's largest single drop waterfall. Look at that. What is going on? The Yosemite guide here, coming at you from Yosemite Valley. Got a nice shot of El Capitan in the background, and today we're doing a little bit lesser known springtime hike up to Ribbon Falls. So this is the largest single drop waterfall in North America, so it's pretty amazing, coming in at 1,612 feet. So we're in got my parking spot here, and we're right on we're just past the El Capitan Drive, where it merges with Northside Drive, and just past the long straightaway on your right you'll find this parking spot. We're gonna start up trail here and hop on the Valley Loop Trail. We got a lot of water right now with all the snow melt, so we're gonna deal with that. I do have to cross Ribbon Creek going this way, so we'll see how much of a challenge that is. But this is an amazing waterfall, and it's lesser known because it is a seasonal running waterfall. I mean, it dries up pretty early. Once you get into July, it's pretty much done. Even June it'll dry up some years, but this year it might last a little bit longer. This is the perfect time to do this one, and it's a little bit harder to find, so I'll show you that. Okay, and pretty much right away I'm like 0.1 miles from where I parked. Still see parking lot back there. We're gonna head left on this Valley Loop Trail here and head towards Burritos Fall. But we're heading up, can't quite see it yet. Ribbon Fall is gonna be over there. We got El Cap, and a beautiful end of April day. It's 4/24/24. It's kind of unpredictable weather today, and we might get some rain showers later, so we'll see if that holds out for us. But this time of year, weather's really unpredictable. You got to check it daily for sure, because you never know what you're gonna get. And this time of year we got all these little creeks, snow runoff running here. Some nice cold water coming down. We got the bigger part of Ribbon Creek here, a little deeper. So be careful with your footing on this crossing. And if you're ever unsure if it's safe to cross a creek or not, it's probably not safe, so keep that in mind. And just after that crossing, we're coming up on the old Highway 120 route, and this is what we want to follow up towards our trailhead. So you could actually take this down from the road there, but I like to go the way I went and cross the creeks, have some fun. So we're gonna head up this old highway here, and here's our shot of Ribbon Fall coming off here, looking really good. El Cap towering over me right now. Amazing monolith. Yeah, and we're gonna head to the base of this guy right here. And probably the most important part of this whole video is finding this trailhead for Ribbon Fall right here. There's no signage. You look for this unique rock, and you could see a little path going off here, but this rock with a little sort of beak on it, and V trees that you'll be going through. but you got the manzanita right here in front of this rock on your right side, just like 200-300 yards up once you get on the old 120 route. It's a pretty vague trail, but I mean, it's definitely almost looks like an old game path at times, but you just keep heading upwards towards this waterfall and you're going in the right direction. You could pretty much hear Ribbon Creek the whole time, so you want to make sure Ribbon Creek's on your right side and you're going up and you'll be fine. Just a amazing springtime spot, because you know, you always think about the Bridal Veil, Yosemite Falls, of course Vernal and Nevada on the Mist Trail, but this one gets overlooked all the time. If you're here in the next month, maybe even a month and a half, I would check it out. And I'm only doing, it's like a little over 4 miles round trip, so you could definitely piggyback this one onto another hike, and it's not going to take you all day, that's for sure. And just a nice soft trail once you actually get off the beaten path here. But it is a little bit hard to follow. It's just pretty much straight up. We're just going away and coming back to this creek. Check it out here. Really pretty water flow right now. And we'll continue onward. Yeah, and there's a few little spots like this where, I mean, you got pretty decent trail marked here, and then it just kind of dies out right here, but just got to cross this fallen tree and continue on. Just kind of hug that Ribbon Creek here, and the trail doesn't fall off for too long. Just keep looking, keep going up in the general direction of this creek. Yeah, this is awesome. I did pass one group of kids with parental supervision. Other than that, I haven't seen anybody. So nice peaceful day in Yosemite Valley. And it's pretty busy today. That's free park entry, so you always get a little bit more of the crowds coming in, and they are doing tree work, prescribed burns. It's that time of year, so did have to fight with a little bit of traffic, but still a beautiful day. And as I get closer, it is getting a little steeper here. That was to be expected. And going up these rocks, you want to be really careful. Rocks are really slick, and even when they're dry, and there could be some large loose rocks and boulders that could slide out. You got to be really careful, test everything. You don't want to fall with one of those and get pinned under something. And a super pretty cascade coming through here on Ribbon Creek. Might be a nice spot for a lunch. We just got about less than a mile to go here. Still pretty steep. I'm looking at a about 1,200 feet elevation gain from the start. So kind of mid-range on that, not too bad, but it is in a kind of shorter amount of time, so you definitely feel it and gets the heart pumping for sure. All right, home stretch here, and I would definitely call that last 3/4 of a mile, maybe even the second half of this hike, in the strenuous category. It's been a few years since I've done this hike, and it seems like the older I get, the steeper these trails get. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll call it due to erosion or something. Not because I'm getting older, but it was definitely kind of a butt kicker that last 3/4 of a mile especially. And coming up on this waterfall, poking through the trees here, I can already start to feel the mist off of this thing through the trees. So I'm gonna get soaked up here for sure. Should be really cool. And as you get closer, all these rocks are going to be soaked, so you want to try and stay off them if you can. And anything with moss on it, you definitely don't want to step on. That moss is just slick as snot, so you got to be really careful the closer you get, and just kind of take your time here and enjoy the ride. Here we go. Here we go. Wow. Little cap on that side. And this is incredible. Water everywhere. See if we can get a little bit closer here. Actually, I'm gonna put on my raincoat. So this might be a little bit difficult to film here just due to the amount of water coming off this thing. Absolutely incredible. 1,612 feet, single drop. Largest waterfall in the continental 48 as far as I know. Largest known one. There might be a bigger one that no one knows about with Sasquatch sitting underneath it, but this is the one we know about. And the wind gusts coming off of this thing are pretty intense as well. Damn. Try and get a closer look here. A lot of sharp rocks I'm dealing with here, with the fierce wind coming at me. Not the easiest terrain. Wow. This is something else. Else out there. I mean, just to be a wonder of the world all by myself on this beautiful spring day. Water everywhere. Man, this trail ain't got nothing on this waterfall right now. I don't know if you can see me or hear me, but it's pretty intense here. Super cool hike. It'll be going for another month and a half, I imagine. It's April 24th. And I'm not sure I can get much closer than this. Back down. I can just feel the power coming off of this thing. I don't really like being next to these walls either. All these rock falls that happen right now. This is definitely the danger zone. And it wouldn't take much to take me out here. And all these rocks fell off of this wall right here. So, one last shot. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Try and dry out. Nice pile of snow at the bottom there. We gotta get out of here. I made it back down to safety. This waterfall is probably better viewed from a distance. That rock field there is no joke. We gotta be really careful on that. We got our farewell shot here. Absolutely amazing. These rocks are treacherous. Not sure I'd recommend getting up close like I did. I am just absolutely drenched. Now we're gonna head on down, try and find a spot for lunch. And I'm making pretty good progress down. It took me a little over an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes to get up there. So hour and a half is a pretty reasonable amount of time to get up there, and I'll probably get down in about 45-50 minutes, kind of taking my time. Definitely feeling the knees. I can go uphill all day, but coming down is a little bit harder. Just on the bare feet, it's a little bit more impact, but feeling good, and still beautiful day out. I want to get a little bit closer back to my truck before I make lunch, just in case this weather rolls in. But I think, and coming back down out of here, I'm back on the old road. Make sure you catch this left here. If you didn't want to cross Ribbon Creek, you could start down off of North Shore Drive there and just come all the way up this, but what's the fun in that? And I made it back down into the valley here. Still a beautiful day. Clouds lurking all around, but not doing anything. Got Ribbon Falls tucked back in there, and beautiful shot of El Cap here. A lot of people on this valley loop trail, so I'm gonna go find a cool spot along the Merced River and chill out and have some lunch. So all in all, we did so far about 5 miles, a little under 5 miles round trip, barefoot with a 1,200 foot elevation gain. Not too bad. That waterfall was just something else though. It's super amazing, feeling the power coming straight down right there. So we're gonna go get some lunch and keep this day rolling. And I got a nice little spot for lunch here along the Merced River flowing through Yosemite Valley. I think I'll just post up right here, and got some ambiance for my amazing lunch coming up. We got Bridal Veil Fall poking through the trees here. Not a bad spot. So for today's lunch, we got a classic going. Today we are doing beefaroni, pasta with meat sauce, a little 4 cheese mashed potatoes in the mix, and we're gonna make some burritos here. So one of my favorites. Oh yeah, and then I need to get my vegetables, trying to eat more vegetables, so I got these Garden Crisp crackers. It's got spinach, bell peppers, kale, carrots, and we're gonna use that as our textural element. And then today we're coming at you with the last of my scorpion sauce, hot sauce. So you gotta be careful. Sometimes you get to the bottom of these and they get a little bit concentrated if you don't shake them up throughout your use of them. Had this one, and it's been a while, probably 10 months, finally getting to the end of it. So let's get into it here. It's gonna be good. Got a nice little boil going there. First thing I wanna do is make my instant potatoes. We'll get those going. I'm not gonna use the whole bag because I got a pretty good carb overload going already with the beefaroni noodles and the tortilla. I think I used a little too much water here. I guess we're going big on these. We got a nice creamy texture there. That's burrito material right there. Those are tasting really good. And next up, we're gonna add our beefaroni to the mix. Super easy top here. That's goodness right there. That sauce is like liquid gold. We're gonna mix this in. This is gonna give me a solid 3 burritos for sure. It's gonna be quite the meal. You get those potatoes boiling up, it's like they're talking to you, saying, I'm ready, I'm ready. Oh, this is gonna be good. Put a little bit of this scorpion sauce right into the mix. And don't forget to get that little char on your tortillas. Help loosen them up. Okay, and we're ready to plate up here. Bring a little more heat in the mix. There we go. And for our textural element, our Garden Crisps. Got to get your veggies in there. Okay, probably could have filled it a little bit more, but I didn't want to go overboard on it. Oh yeah. And this was like less than 10 minutes to prepare. Super fast. Super good. The vegetables crisps give it a good crunchy texture in there. Beefaroni coming through. You got that 4 cheese mashed potatoes, gives you all the cheese element you want with your pasta. I give these probably a solid 7.9. It'd probably be higher if I was hungrier, but I guess it's getting docked because I'm not that hungry, but it's really good. All right, burrito number 2. Go a little bigger on this one. And this one's a little bit bigger. The bigger they get, they start to turn into soft tacos, which is fine, but might just be a little bit messy. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Got more of the beefaroni in there. Man, I'm gonna be pretty full after this one. Actually, after my next one. All right, guys, well, that about does it for this one. I hope you had a good time and enjoyed that ribbon fall. It is an amazing springtime trip, so don't sleep on that one if you're coming to Yosemite in the next month and a half. So we did a little over 5 miles round trip barefoot, had some good burritos and an amazing time. So don't forget to like that video and catch me on the next one. Peace out, love you. And I'll leave you with a little shot of Bridal Veil Fall here in the background. Not bad.